So we are going to hold our finger on the app for as long as possible and hopefully win the $25,000. Got everything set up, so hopefully we should be good to go ahead and stay for as long as we can during the challenge. I have the live chat set up beside me, so if anyone has any questions, things like that, be more than happy to answer. And hopefully every little while I'll show my progress right on the app. But for right now, you just have a live camera there, which you can go ahead and watch me compete. So in the meantime, I'm going to listen to a bit of music and just try and kill the time, kill as much time as possible, while keeping focused watching the app. Currently, it does not say how many players are remaining, so I can't say what place I'm in. Hasten. All I see under the players remaining is 3 dots right now. But as soon as I see a live count of like how many players are remaining, I will let you know. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Fingers crossed we can take the W here. That's very strange. Mine's not saying how many people are left at the moment. Oh no, mine is not saying either. Sorry. Mine just has the 3 dots as well. I'm not seeing how many people. No, guys. I'm all good. Keeping my eyes on the chat as much as I can, but number one priority is keeping my eyes on the game. So the live stream is just to keep me honest and to make sure if anything comes up that's issues with the app, that I got my bases all covered here. I'll try and interact with chat as much as I possibly can, but number one focus, of course, is keep my eyes on the prize, so to speak, right? Yeah, I thought about using my thumb as well. That was a good thought, but to me, I think I was experimenting a little, and I could kind of move it from my thumb to my index finger, no problem. But like you see, what I was thinking here is if I do lift my phone up, the index finger seems a bit more natural to me. Can move it around a bit freer. Okay, so here we just have an updated count to how many players are remaining. We have 1,121,881 players remaining. So I should hopefully update that count every hour and keep you guys posted on if it goes up or down. The current prize pool is at $15,231. And of course, that changes depending on how many people get knocked out and how many people stay in. So if you guys do get knocked out, please remember to vote the 25,000. I definitely would make whoever the winner is happy, hopefully leave at the end of the day, but who knows, right? I'm curious to see how often the counts will update. Right now, I took about 7 minutes for it to go from nothing to this, so we'll see how long it updates, if it updates frequently or not. Yeah, I agree. Definitely lots of people will fall asleep. That's probably my biggest concern too, is falling asleep too early and not getting to be able to continue. We're looking at the app now. It looks like our players remaining on our current prize pool just reset. We're back to the three dots under players remaining in the $25,000 prize pool. We are at 9 minutes in. So definitely some slight glitches going on server side. Hopefully they can get that all sorted out at the MSCHF headquarters. Okay, and it looks like the numbers are back up. Lost a couple thousand people. I'm curious to see within increments on how this changes. I'm sure we'll get a lot of people dropped off, but I'm curious to see how many and how quickly they'll drop off. I'm hoping to last at least a day. 2 days would be awesome. I don't think I can make it past 3. So we'll see where we go from there. Unfortunately, I tried to play with others and get my lives up, but it didn't work. Not sure why. I had the phones there and everyone was on them. They started, but the extra lives didn't come through. So I got one chance and one chance only. No extra lives here. The last 100,000 will probably be the hardest. I think once you get down there, maybe 10,000 or so, we should see the numbers relaxing a lot. Yeah, no, gonna try and keep it down as much as I can. Exactly. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of cheaters. Mr. Beast Jimmy did say that he would try and do something to figure it out. I didn't see any updates and nothing came through, so I'm hoping something happened server side. I saw some videos on people doing it, so it is quite possible, but all we can do is play, give it a try, and hope for the best. Yeah, hacking is definitely some sort of a concern, though, but what can you do? Hopefully they got all that figured out from their end, and I don't think I'll be double tapping at the moment. Oh, dropped another couple thousand players. No, I'm really curious to see if there was an internal update and if that changes like something. So if eventually I have to do a captcha or something like that. I would assume that's how they would get past people using the bots, and I really do hope they do something. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully we make it that long anyways. That's true. They could do some sort of a pattern recognition, looking for something going in a specific pattern. Okay, we are 15 minutes in. I think by the time we hit about an hour, I would assume we'll probably see it hit 1 million people. And then within the first 24, probably around 100,000. Definitely some issue happening with the app there. Current prize pool keeps jumping from around 15,000 to 25,000. No, I did not go into airplane mode, but what I did do was I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so it silenced all calls and notifications. I didn't want to put it into airplane mode because I did want to be able to have it go into cellular data if need be. My Wi-Fi is very reliable, but can never be too safe, so I decided to leave it in there. I'm really hoping it doesn't get to that point. So I'm hoping that it stays anywhere over 10 grand. That would be nice. Well, if it does go super low, I suppose I would bow out. But no, I think as long as it stays over a few grand. How about you? What do you think your lowest would be? Yeah, 8K wouldn't be bad. I think a lot of estimates you're saying probably somewhere around the lines of 12,000 because you would think most people would vote either 50-50. It's very easy someone do in the middle. So if you think half the people do a penny or whatever, how low it goes, and the other half do the 25 grand, it would probably average out somewhere at about 12 grand. So I think anything over a few $1,000s is worth it. Like, my thought was this is paying me more than any job would if I win, that is. So fingers crossed. I was just on Twitter and I did see that Jimmy posted that no cheaters would win. So hopefully that means something will happen or they've done something. But we'll have to wait and see. We're now officially over half an hour in. Mr. Beast did on his Twitter. He just posted that no cheaters would win just momentarily before the game started. That was just on his official Twitter. So hopefully that should mean he's done something, if he would say it recently. If I go back, I can read the tweet out to you. 45 minutes ago, so about 13 minutes before the challenge started, he said, last to take the finger off the app wins 25,000. Starts in 14 minutes. Don't worry, a cheater won't win. Winky face. Good luck. Yep. Alarms and incoming calls is a serious issue. That's why I turned on the do not disturb mode. The Amber Alert, that is one thing I was very concerned about as well. One recently just came out 2 days ago or 3 days ago for me. So that was definitely one big concern for me. Nothing can silence that on your phone. So if that shows up, you're kind of out of luck. Nothing can save you other than a second life, which I unfortunately didn't get the luxury of having. So hopefully you were able to get a second life or two. I think that would be like really your only solution at this point. Currently, there is 1,110,145 people left. And an Amber Alert is a sort of like a public service announcement. If there's like an emergency weather event, a kidnapping, a shooting, it's like the national broadcast system. Poor Popeyes always gets the blunt of it. I agree. Service, terrible. Food, though, not bad. Switching the fingers isn't even really supposed to be plausible. It's definitely a big risk. It can easily mess you up. You're really supposed to just have one finger on there. If anyone decides to do more than one, it's a big risk on their part. I was going to try not to. If I really have to, I might, but of course the goal will be to just keep the one on there. There's nothing that can go wrong if that happens. Well, there been any app issues or anything like that? Yeah, their chicken burger, chicken sandwich, I think it was, not necessarily a burger, but yeah, they were known for that. Don't think you get a new Lamborghini for this low of a price, but this could certainly get you a down payment. Um, I was going to try that, but unfortunately, I just couldn't get a great angle. Every so often, I will bring in the camera to take a look. I tried to get an overlay to work, but unfortunately, I couldn't figure it out how. So I do apologize for that. Though if possible, I might try and get something in here to go ahead and move the camera, like change the angle, but this was the best way I could set it up to get it set up. Not a streamer or anything like that, so just first live stream here, just trying to make sure I got it to keep me honest. I appreciate it. No professional gear. No, not on a specific point necessarily, but a spot comes up and you have 5 seconds to move your finger there. So that's why I'm just watching every 10 seconds or so, trying to keep my eyes peeled for when it moves. But I figure if I keep my finger on the screen, it's hitting about at least half of them. And then the other half, I just have to move my finger up or down about an inch. I agree, Nick. I'm not sure what he did to help prevent the cheaters, but he said he did something, so I guess we'll just hope that he was honest. Oh, the Mega Weasel. I'm sorry to hear that, man. 40 minutes, not terrible, not the best time, but not bad. At least I didn't waste too many hours on it. I'd rather lose early on than wait who knows how many days and lose. Good effort, of course. Thank you, man. I appreciate the vote up on cash. Fingers crossed we can stay in here. Um, Feel free to check back whenever you like or stay on the stream. It's always great having people here. Um, anyway, the video will stay up whether I win or lose. So hopefully we can stay in for as long as I want. Um, Fingers crossed, anyways. Burning the pancake sucks. Too bad it's not like toast. You can't just scrape off the top layer. Okay, we just went under 1.1 million players. We're now at 1.096. The prize pool is currently at 165,000, 16,510. Azwan, please keep the messages PG, man. Thank you. Oh my goodness, we just had a giant drop. 100,000 people just dropped out. We're now down to 95,600. Oh, sorry, 956,159 people. We just had over 100,000 drop out in a matter of moments. Good luck to anyone who is still in. Yeah, probably cheaters. That's a really good answer. I was racking my head over how could that many people drop out that quickly. But that makes a lot of sense. If you got rid of the cheaters, that would make complete sense. Wow, 100,000 cheaters. Wouldn't that be crazy? Seems like the timer is getting, or not the timer, the players remaining is getting a lot more accurate. We're seeing changes within just a few people and the current prize pool fluctuating. Right now it's sitting just under 17,000. RD Liddy, thank you for subscribing, man. I appreciate it. So see, we have 12 people watching. I'm curious, how did you guys all find this stream? Was it on your like YouTube recommendations, or how did you guys find it? I'm curious. Makes sense, one. I figured the name, keep it nice and plain and simple. It should hopefully find its way to a couple people. Yeah, it was really too bad that this wasn't released on the Play Store. I was surprised too. I'm lucky to have both an Android and an iPhone here. The iPhone I'm using for the challenge, and the Android I'm using to check chat, respond to any messages I'm getting in real life, things like that. But no, I was very surprised to see he didn't release it on both stores, considering normally things are easier approved on the Play Store compared to the App Store. Finger is starting to feel a little sore. Surprisingly, I feel like I'm giving a bit too much pressure. I'm almost feeling a bit of like heat sensation on it. But not too much cramping, like a little bit of my arm and my shoulder here, because I'm kind of stretching my arm as I go here, but nothing too much. If you see me just adjusting it here, I'm just making sure my palm stays flat, finger stays on, and then I can stretch these guys out. That's why I chose not to do it with the thumb, right? Because I was worried that people who are doing it with their thumb would have to hold the phone with it, which might be somewhat of an issue later on. So not bad, but you definitely are starting to feel it now that we're almost an hour in. Am I bored? Definitely bored. But what else do we all have to do during quarantine, anyways, right? I am a student, so I'm on summer vacation right now, anyways. Definitely getting a bit bored on the first hour. I'm listening to some music in the background here. I just didn't want to put it out on the speaker copyright issues. So I am listening to a bit of music, which is keeping me a little bit interested. No, definitely. Are you not entertained? Hard to say. Entertained. SWF 700. How many people are left? Currently, there are 929,082 players left. That means we have lost, I'd say, a little under 200,000 players since the game begun. And the current prize pool is at $16,945.86, so just under 17 grand. So Nick Kinda Ed asked, how does the prize pool work? So essentially, for each player that gets knocked out of the game, they get to vote on how much money the player gets. So they can choose anywhere from, I believe it's 1 penny, so 1 cent, all the way up to $25,000. And then the app takes an average of what all the votes are. And once everyone but the last person is knocked out, whatever that average is how much the winner gets. Yeah, it's a bit of a complicated system. Well, right now it's just under $17,000, which means a lot of people have chosen the $25,000 option. Um, I originally thought that at the beginning, a ton of people who just lost right away were going to put the 1 cent, but then the people like me who lasted longer are going to go for the 25 grand because they know whoever really deserves it deserves that money. I know if I get knocked out and I don't win, I'm definitely going to be putting the 25,000 down. Anyone who can last this long deserves as much money as they can. Did I turn that off? I did not. Okay, we just hit our 1 hour mark right now. So we are 1 hour in. There is 924, 924,925 people left with the current prize pool of $16,992. Does people watching help you or make it worse? It doesn't make it worse at all. If I can't talk or I'm like worried about something, I'm not going to talk. The primary goal of this live stream isn't to, interact with people, but I do totally enjoy having people here to talk to. Definitely helps the time go past a bit faster and keep us both entertained. Because for being honest, it doesn't really feel like it's been an hour. My hand is definitely a little sore, as is my back from the chair I'm sitting on, but it doesn't feel like I've been sitting here for an hour. Prize pool is now up to just over $17,000, meaning people on average are now voting a bit higher. So that's awesome to see. Burnt pancakes can't be too much fun. I'm sure this isn't too entertaining, but I always appreciate people staying here. So I'm curious, for those of you who tried playing, or those of you who watched other live streams, did you guys get the extra lives to work or not? Because I don't have any extra lives now, but I did have 3 friends beside me playing as well at the beginning, so I was surprised to see that. I'm curious what your guys' experiences were with the extra lives. Sure. So my name's Jonathan. I am a student here. I'm in Ontario, Canada. Um, I will be going off to university next year. I'll be studying business commerce. I like Pokemon. Love the game since I was a little kid. Love Mr. Beast. Awesome YouTuber. Love his videos. As I'm sure you can tell by my mini fridge here, I'm a huge Coca-Cola fanatic. Um, Not so much the drink. I don't really drink a lot of pop, though I did get some for today just for the extra caffeine, but I love the history behind the brand. I've always been fascinated by how old it is and everything about it. Yeah, there's not quite too much to me, as I'm sure you can see from behind here. I'm just from Toronto, so the Blue Jays are my favorite team, Toronto Blue Jays. Anything in particular on the note? Yeah, no, there's not quite too much to me. I'm just your average Joe for the most part. What about you? Anything you want to tell me about yourself? You said you have an Android phone. Where are you from? Oh, the UK. I've always wanted to go to the UK. I've been to a few parts of Europe, never the UK. I found myself using LMAO way too much too. You're going to college soon. You love editing. What are you going to college for? Editing or what are you doing? Ah, like a side hobby. I got you. That's cool. Yeah, I have a few friends that are into editing as well. Never something I was, super into, but I've always found it so cool. Like some of the, commercials you see edited and things like that. Oh yeah, computer science. Yeah, I know lots of people who are going to computer science. Definitely a future who relies on it. So you got a job somewhere, right? Look at me. I can look up at the camera for a second. I just like to keep darting my eyes over. Fire asked, how long you think you can do this? Well, for me, my personal goal is to go 24 hours. Anything over that, and I'd be pretty happy with myself. Well, realistically, I maybe we'll be able to make it there, but I bet you the challenge will probably go on for at least 2 days, maybe three. I'm going to stay on here for as long as I can until I pretty much fall asleep or I accidentally make a mistake. Um, so we'll see. And we are officially 1 hour and 15 minutes in. We are now down to 912,624 players with a current prize pool of $17,163.11. Joshua Montmayor, you can finger swap here, so you can go do ships with you and your friend. There's a tutorial too. I hope you win. Thank you for the well wishes. I hope I win too. I really appreciate it. Unfortunately, any type of finger swapping with somebody else goes against the game's terms of service. So I will be trying to do this all independently. I know that's quite a possibility that other people are doing, but I hope that if they end up live streaming or if they see anyone live streaming, they will be disqualified from the challenge. So, but definitely finger swapping between my own fingers is definitely something I'm looking into, and I might have to do later on if I get a really bad cramp in my index finger. But we'll have to wait and see. Oh, Asen, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, I guess it's a good thing that you aren't in the challenge if you want to go to sleep now. I don't know what time it is there in the UK. I'm sure it's later though. Oh, it's only 9. You can probably be good for at least another hour or two. That's I normally fall asleep around 10:30 or so. But don't think I'll be doing that tonight. Fingers crossed I don't anyways. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I'm sure I'll know that feeling. Well, it's 4:20 here, 4:20 of course, but I'm sure I'll be feeling that very soon. What's one thing someone can tell you to take your finger off that screen, laugh my ass off? Um, be pretty hard. If someone, I don't know, seriously offered me money and sent money, I suppose it would have to be quite a bit of money though, because I'm pretty determined to stay in here. Other than that, I don't think there'd be anything to get me off. Yeah. If there was like a personal emergency at my house or something, of course, but nothing I don't think anyone could say online. Keep that mindset. You'll be 20K richer by the end of the day. I don't know by the end of the day. If this only takes one day, I seriously think I can get the money. But hey, hopefully, got to have a positive attitude going towards this. Got to do what you got to do to open the water bottles. I know it might look a little unorthodox there, but definitely normally requires two hands or putting them in my elbows, so that's the easiest way to open it up. We are currently up on approaching an hour and a half. We are at 1 hour and 25 minutes with 903,000 people remaining. We're almost down into the 800,000. And we're still sitting at over $17,240 is our current prize pool. Imagine it's down to a 1v1 and one of them sneezes. Well, eventually it's going to come down to that 1v1, and I really hope that whoever remains, whether it be me or someone else, is live streaming. I think that would be epic to see. I know there'll be a lot of people who are not live streaming. I was fortunate to have enough things to go ahead and do that, so I was lucky. But I really hope that whoever comes down to his live stream will make for a great video if Mr. Beast decided to do one on this. Mom calls, yeah. I think if you are lucky enough to get to first and second place, you should have definitely put your phone on Do Not Disturb mode. Okay, we are officially 1 hour and a half into the competition. Going for a quick player check, we have 901,015 players remaining, and our current prize pool is at 100, sorry, not 100, I keep messing up, $17,266.60. We're about to hit our under 900,000 player mark, which means we're probably losing, I'd say, about 50,000 players at this rate every half hour, so probably close to 100,000 an hour. But that is no estimated time frame. I'm sure as we progress, there will be a big decline at one point and a slow crawl at the other, but we'll have to see what it balances out at. I'm curious. Huge reaction. Thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate it. We're now officially under the 900,000 player mark. Snowy Packy, are you winning, son? I sure hope so. That's the goal, right? We will have to wait and see. Feel free to come, stay as long as you want, check back in whenever, and we will see how I'm doing. Of course, if you see the live streams ended, I'm sure you will see that I didn't win, but hey, let's keep it going for as long as we can. Fingers crossed we can win. I got out because the app glitch, so beware of that. Yes. Unfortunately, I've heard of app glitches like that happening. Right at the beginning of the challenge, mine kind of glitched. I didn't get the extra lives, even though I had 3 phones right here. So I did have that temporary glitch. Unfortunate right now, I don't have any glitches on the app itself. So yeah, that's definitely a concern, but there's really nothing we can do about that. I do have my phone like sort of stuck down with a permanent charger in there, so hopefully I shouldn't have to do any adjusting. It can just stay there. Oh, I am concerned that the app might glitch out when I inevitably go to use the washroom because I'll have to take a washroom break eventually. So when that happens, we'll hope that nothing gets messed around when I have to unplug it and move it, but fingers crossed. Won a total of 1 penny. I think I won the challenge. Hey, as long as you think you won, that's what matters. It's the effort that counts, my friend. I'm in it to win it. We will have to wait and see. Who knows? You can't win if you don't play, as the old saying goes. I accidentally pressed up the screen because it said practice mode. Damn, that is too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Once again, another glitch I'm sure was happening. I got up to 100 viewers when I streamed this, and as soon as the app glitched, all I could see in the chat was app. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know how many viewers I'm going to get. I know this is not the best stream quality here at all. I know I don't have the overlay or anything like that. Like I said, I'm not a professional streamer, so we'll have to see. But no, that's awesome. I'm glad you got up to 200 viewers. But yeah, I'm sure if it would have all set up, I know I would have. I lost because of a phone call, took priority over the game and kicked me off. Tyler friends, yeah, Tyler, I heard that was happening to a lot of people. The trick I heard was to put your phone in Do Not Disturb. That's what I had to do. Good luck. I hope you win. Thank you very much, Syed Nakbi, I believe it is. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I really appreciate it, man. Fingers crossed. Let's go, Mason. Fingers crossed. Rooting for you, bro. I'm gonna get back to editing a funny moments video of my stream. Awesome, man. Sounds like fun. I'll be sure to watch it. Hey, I think you can put links in the chat if you do. If you're able to make the video and I'm still streaming, feel free to drop the link in the chat, man. I'd love to see it later, and I'm sure people who watch would love to watch it too. I'll definitely have to watch it back. You're down to just over 890,000 viewers now. Or not viewers, I wish. No, players remaining. So it looks like we're losing about 10,000 every 5 or 6 minutes. Nick Kinda Egg, big streamer on Twitch lost. That's too bad. I am ahead of him now, it seems. Jose Luis, how many hearts do you have? Unfortunately, I have 0 hearts. I have the 3 phones lined up here that were all signed in and ready, but it did not work for me. I didn't get any hearts, so it did encounter some sort of a glitch. Megan Sumsky, how many people are left? Currently, there are 889,543 people left, and the current prize pool is at $17,310.54. Nick Kinda, how long do you think you'll last? I've answered this once or twice, but I think probably around a day, 24 hours. I'd love to last longer, maybe 2 days if I'm really lucky. But no, I'm in this to win it. So I'm going to try and last as long as possible. The only way I'm getting out is if I fall asleep accidentally or if the game has an issue and I get booted out. Definitely not moving my finger there on purpose or even by accident. Alician Magni, shout out to I Am Kills, please. Awesome. Thank you. Mason Anders, thank you for the good vibes, man. I appreciate it. Lucian Mayconic, I unfortunately missed the game. I'm sorry, man. It's too bad. I really hope that they do stuff like this again. I know they did say it was a one-time partnership, but I really hope that Mr. B sees just how many people are willing to play all around the world and could do this. I definitely think if he made like the streaming requirement, he could make some awesome videos out of it, as long as he got everyone's permission, of course. So I really think if we all like encourage him and we all send awesome energy and everyone's enjoying this, he might do something like this again, which I think would be a ton of fun. Definitely starting to feel it in my arm, my forearm here now. I think it's the way I'm holding my hand. I'm not putting the pressure on my fingers or my palm per se, but I'm really holding my arm stiff here. Just causing a bit of stress up here, but nothing we can't work out. USA Lion, I'm in a box. Hi. I like the little emote there. Hello. My current time is 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 51 seconds is how long I've been in the game. We're just approaching the 1 hour and 45-minute mark right now, which is perfect. Approaching the 2 hours. We currently have 884,815 people left, and the current prize pool is at $17,339.73. Definitely down significantly from where it was before. We've definitely seen lots of people drop out in this first little bit of time. What are you planning to do when you have to sleep? That is a good question. Unfortunately, I am going to be foregoing sleep for as long as I have to. To do that, I have some little sugary snacks down below my table right here. At the bottom, I'm not sure if you can see it, just down there, I have some cans of Pepsi, which should hopefully help with the caffeine. And then I'll be having coffee, things like that. Might even order some drinks online. So really my plan right now is to just not sleep and kind of fill that sleep with caffeine. Unfortunately, right now I'm not doing anything with quarantine, so it's not a big deal if I miss a couple days of sleep. Jury to Jury, hey, good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. Don't do that, you'll crash. No, no, no. I have a secondary phone here. This is the phone I'm using, and then I also have a laptop over here. Um, so I'm all good. I can do that on multiple screens. That's how I'm keeping up with chat right now. Lan Chloe, how many? I lost how many left? Right now there are 883,000, 719 people left. Good luck, man. I couldn't join due to me owning an injured USA line. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I was really unfortunate that they didn't put this on the Google Play Store as well. I was really surprised to see that. Hopefully, if we can all convince Jimmy that this is an awesome idea, we might be able to do this again and get a separate app on the Play Store. But thank you, man. I appreciate the luck. We lost at 920,000. Yeah, that would have been probably 20, 25 minutes ago. Yeah, you made it past 1 million, man. That's awesome. USA line, if price pool reaches a low amount, would you consider quitting? Well, if it went really low, if it went under $1,000, I would probably quit. Like if as long as it stays up over a few $1,000s, I'm definitely willing to stay in for it. I kind of look at it like if I was working for this much time, how much would I make in wages? And as long as that beats minimum wage, and at this point it definitely is, I'm willing to stay in. So I'd say if it drops below $1,000, I would probably bow out. It's not worth my time. But right now, I'm not working. I'm not at school, so anything like that. So I just have time on my hands. So I figured, why not give this challenge a serious try? And whatever money I win, it would be awesome. We're down almost 3 bottles of water. Got to stay hydrated, but also we'll have to make a washroom trip, I'm sure, eventually. So for that, I'll just step out with my phone, and I'll be very careful not to let go. Thank you, man. I appreciate the luck. Joe Ciro, good luck. Thank you, man. I appreciate the luck. We are approaching the 2 hours in. We're now over an hour and 50 minutes. Adapt FN. What if someone calls you and makes you lose? I have Do Not Disturb turned on my phone, so any calls, notifications, text are all silenced. So there shouldn't be anything like that. The only issue I have would be like a national like emergency alert, which comes through no matter what. That would be the only thing, and that's kind of like an act of God, so can't control that. Also, why does the prize pool go down? So the prize pool is determined by the losers of the game. So as soon as you get knocked out of the game, you get to choose how much you want the winner to win. So you can choose anywhere from a penny to $25,000. So every time someone gets knocked out, they get to choose, and then whatever that averages of all the answers is exactly how much the prize pool is. So it can go down if a ton of people vote for 1 penny or less, and it can go up if people vote for higher than what the current prize pool is. Playboy, hello, welcome to the stream, my friend. Adapt FN, okay, thanks. I hope people don't make it go down to like 5K because that would be a huge rip. I agree. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Though so far it's still sitting at over 17,000, so fingers crossed that it doesn't go down. Playboy, how many lives do you have? Unfortunately, I just have the one life. I tried to get it to work so I could get extra lives, but it did not work, unfortunately. So fingers crossed, I can do it on one life. Otherwise, we're out of luck. Game glitched at the beginning, so even though I had the 3 phones lined up right here, I wasn't able to get the extra lives. I'm pretty sure Mr. Beast would be very surprised if it went that low, but we'll see. Yeah, I would figure he would probably do something like that. Like, I'm not sure if you saw his TikTok challenge, but he was offering someone who duetted him with the most views, I think it was $10,000, and TikTok took the challenge down because it violated their terms of service. So they went ahead, or he went ahead and gave out the first place prize to the 4 people. So he would definitely, I'm sure, bump it up because he's a very understanding and cool guy. Playboy, I have the same Coca-Cola fridge as you. That's awesome, man. I love it. Um, I'm a huge fan of Coca-Cola, so I figured that this would be pretty awesome to use for the challenge. Yeah, he was really cool about it. I think it was at least the top 3, but it might have been the top 4. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, man, he was awesome about that. I was really proud and very like happy with how he dealt with that. I thought it was very mature of him. Alyssa Rubaklava, what is the player count right now? The current player count is at 878,516. Did you tell your parents you might be in your room for a couple days? Yes, I did. At first, before I figured out the do not disturb, I told them not to call me. So I should be locked in here for at least a day, maybe 2, maybe 3 if I can really go that long. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, they're super supportive, which I was really appreciative of. I have a second phone here, so if I need to call them, text them, if I need anything, they'd be more than happy to help me, which I was really appreciative of. So fingers crossed. I'll be back. I'm going to swim. It's like 100.4 outside somehow in Canada. Yeah, yeah. I'm from Toronto, or just north of Toronto, anyways. So yeah, the weather's been nice. I got a pool in my backyard too. That'll be one of the first things I definitely do as soon as this challenge is over. Enjoy your swim, man. Ah, from Manitoba. That's awesome, man. Awesome. Can't wait to see you back soon. Hopefully, I'll still be here. Fingers crossed, anyways. Band name, musical instrument. How are you? I'm doing well. Other than a bit of cramping in my arm and a bit of soreness in my fingers, I am a-okay. Got lots of water, lots of snacks, awesome company, a little bit of music. So I am doing awesome. How are you doing, my friend? I'm actually new here. I see this is your first upload. You should start uploading maybe. You look entertaining, but that's all up to you. Thank you, man. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I've never done any type of content creation before for YouTube or anything like that, but I do love the kind of stuff like this, and this seems like an awesome community on my first live stream, so I appreciate all the support. If we get some subscribers and some stuff on this channel, I totally might be willing to do something like that. King Gas, we're about to hit the 2 hour mark. Good luck to you. Yes, we are. We're at an hour, 58 minutes, and 10 seconds. Thank you for the well wishes, man. I really appreciate it. Sounds good, man. I'll see you in an hour. Um, Joe, do you know the player count? Sorry if this was just asked. No worries at all. The current player count is at 875,879. Feel free to ask me in chat if you want an update. I got no problem updating. ASAP, hey man, what's up? Glad to have you on the stream. King Gas, let's hope the numbers drop at 2 hours, laugh out loud. Well, that's good timing. We just hit 2 hours now. Player count hasn't dropped much, but let's hope within the next hour we start to see some drop, and that would be perfect. Luke Grammet, Hayes Shiri says hello. Hello, good to have you on the stream. Thanks for joining. Playboy, I sent you $1 on PayPal. I hope you win. I'll be back later. Thank you, man. I really appreciate the donation. I hope to be able to see you back soon. We're now past the 2 hour mark. I'm sure we can do this. We just got to keep going. Oh, sorry about that. It's actually pronounced, hey, Sherry. Sorry about that. I'll pronounce it better. How do I donate? If you do want to donate, there is a PayPal link in the live stream's description. You can click on that and it'll get sent right to me. If you do want to donate, I do really appreciate it. Is your Playboy asked, is your phone charging and do you have food? Yes, I got a cord running out the bottom here. It runs down my desk and into my back right here. Um, and do I have food? I am pretty stocked up on food. I have lots of snack food, so some crackers, peanut butter, marshmallows, some cookies, things like that. A couple bags of chips and some popcorn down over there. And then I'm still living with my family, so they agreed to bring up my dinner and stuff into my room, which should be awesome. And then I have lots of water. I have about a case of water in here, a case of Pepsi in here, and then I have a chill in here. So I'm in for the long haul. I'm pretty good. Um, then, sorry, brand name is Glinsterman asked, how do you feel about this MSCHF? It reminds me of Anonymous. Well, I looked into some of the stuff that they'd done before, and it did seem kind of interesting. Like they have those mystery boxes and things like that. It was kind of neat. From what I read, it was like a Californian startup, something like that. So it seems interesting. I downloaded their app, so I'm curious to see what they do next. Playboy asked, what will you do for the bathroom? So I'm going to try and limit my bathroom breaks to 5, maybe 6 times a day, if possible. And I'm going to have to go to the washroom. My bedroom is located just down the hall from a washroom. So during that, I'm just going to unplug my phone, carefully lift it up, go walk over to the washroom, use the washroom, then come back and continue. That is one of my bigger worries. So between the washroom, accidentally move my finger and falling asleep, I'd say those are my 3 biggest concerns. Oops, open that one a bit too aggressively. Definitely makes you think. And now that you're down one hand, what can you do? Got to do what you got to do. Playboy, did you get any circles that say, don't put your finger here? No, I have not got any of those. Now you're making me worried. Do they exist? So far I haven't seen anything like that. Just the standard put your finger here of a 5 second countdown. Why? Have you seen other people have that? That could be the anti-bot measure, which is a definite possibility. I think that's what happens randomly. Just look at it. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'll definitely have to keep my eyes out for that Playboy. Fingers crossed. Um, J Dog, how long have you been going? We are currently on 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 7 seconds. Eric Eastler, how many days or how many people left? Sorry. We are currently at 841,000. Oh, no, just changed 840,915 players left. Alexandria, DLF, what are you going to use the money for? So this money would go towards my tuition next year. I'm going off to university next year, and this money would definitely help pay for the tuition and things like that, living expenses, things like that. And then I'd also like to get my sister a new laptop. She's going off to high school next year, and she definitely needs a new laptop to go. So that would be awesome for her. Playboy, you seem really nice. You're a good person. Will go far in life. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. From what I've heard too, you seem like an awesome guy. Madeline's Winkelvids. I missed the start, so I can't get in. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think we'll be able to hop in now. But what I would suggest is interacting, making sure Mr. Beast knows that everyone loves these type of things. Because if everyone says they love it, there's a good chance we might be able to do something like this again in the future. Joe, when I dropped it, the prize pool is around 15,600. Have people come nicer? What's it at now? So the current prize pool is at $17,433.95. So obviously they become a bit nicer, increasing the price a little bit. That's still a nice chunk of cash. Definitely, Alexandria. I'm really happy to if I'm able to win. If I win anything, that would be awesome. I'm glad lots of people are putting in the 25,000 and not the penny. I was kind of worried that might happen, so really happy to see how many people are going ahead and putting it high. It'd be awesome to win. cramp in my hands. Hopefully it goes away. Crazy. Only in at 2 hours now. I'm definitely starting to feel it in my hand, and my wrist, and my arm. I feel like I'm putting maybe too much pressure on my finger here. Definitely trying to hold it down as hard as I can, but don't want to push it down too hard to the point where you hurt yourself. Big Con, hello, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you doing today? Brand name musical instrument. How long are you willing to stay in? I'm willing to stay in as long as it takes. The only way I'm getting out is if I accidentally click it, or not click it, move off. If I fall asleep, or if the app crashes or something like that. I'm not willing to give up unless my body does, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that doesn't happen. So hopefully a day, maybe two, maybe three if I'm super lucky. We'll have to wait and see. How long this live stream is, I suppose, will be a good indication. Because currently we're at 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 50 seconds of this live stream. I don't know if there's a cap on how long YouTube live streams can go on for. Hopefully not. Big Con, wow, there was no way I was going to win against someone with this much focus. Well, man, it's worth a shot. I hope everyone gave it their best. That's all I can do here is give it my best, give it a try. Can't win if you don't play, right? But no, I did spend a little bit of time setting up my area, making sure I have everything here. I think I got pretty much everything covered other than the bathroom, of course. Other than that, I should be good to just sit here for as long as it takes. Oscar Gonzalez, how long will you go? I'm willing to go as long as it takes. If that be, a few hours, a few days, however long I can until my body gives out on me. But I would say hopefully a day, maybe two. Okay, we just went under 800,000 players. We are 2 hours and 17 minutes in. Oscar asks, will you die doing this? I sure as hell hope not. I don't think there would be anything necessarily that could kill me doing this. But if I do feel very bad unwell, I'm willing to give up. My life isn't definitely not worth a couple $1,000s, but No, I'll sure be giving it all my all, and as long as my body can keep up, I have the mental strength to keep it up. Joe, just make sure you're standing up every now and then, 100%, man. Um, every time I go for a washroom break, I'm probably gonna stand up, stretch my legs, stand around here, make sure everything goes okay. Redstones, what's your Instagram? But my Instagram name is my same as my YouTube name. It's just Johnny9K. Well, I will warn you, I'm not too active on Instagram or many other social media platforms, nor am I someone quite too interesting. This is just something I figured I'd do here for fun. But maybe if a ton of people enjoy this content, we get a couple new subs in the channel, this video gets some likes and everything, I might be willing to look into doing this more often. Wow, we're already down another 1,000 players in just a minute. It definitely seems to be dropping out quite quickly right now. I am starting to feel the urge to use the washroom now, which is not good. Hi, Joe. All right, man, I gotta go, but I'll be back later tonight. Good luck. Thank you for joining, man. I hope to see you soon. Hopefully, I'll still be in. Redstones. My Instagram name is the exact same as my account name. So just JONNY, the number 9, and then the letter K. Jerry, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here, man. Sure thing, man. Let me just type it in right now. Andrew M. Bro, this tournament is whack. It's definitely difficult, that's for sure. An interesting competition, 100%. I'm curious to see what exactly we're doing, or like what we have to do. Oscar asks, what will you do if you win? I will be extremely happy. Oh, you'll definitely, as long as it's not, I might die of exhaustion first and just fall asleep right then and there. But no, I will be fully ecstatic and I'll be super happy if I win. Anyway, guys, I think I need to go for a washroom break. I guess this will be the first one, so fingers crossed it goes okay. I'm going to be very careful here not to take my finger off. And I will be back in just a moment after I've used the washroom. So hold on tight, guys. Shit, guys, I'm sorry. We're out. I slipped as I was walking in with my finger, and we're gone. Ah, that's too bad, guys. Well, I'll submit my vote at 25,000 because whoever continues deserves it. So, I'm sorry this didn't work out, guys. 2 hours and 22 minutes, not bad. I appreciate the support, everyone. Feel free to give my channel a follow if you want. I might do stuff like this in the future if you guys want. Anyways, I think that'll be it, and I will cut the live stream right now. Thanks, guys.